perfect grade unicorn. Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of the Bandai 1/60 scale perfect grade RX-0 unicorn full cycle frame prototype mobile suit review. In part 2 I will be talking about the runners, the plate, the parts that is. Now according to GundamPlanet.com, the website I bought it from, this kit contains a total of 47 runners in different colors. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. Starting off with the A plate, which is molded in white, we have the blade antenna, which is the Unicorn Gundam's horn. Well, in unicorn mode, that is. But when you look on the side, Bandai actually painted the inner part of the antenna with gold. Like I said in my unboxing, this is what you would get on a Kotobukiya high-end master model Zoids kit instead of a Bandai perfect grade Gundam, that is. But I can't totally hate this, you know. This is probably the first time Bandai ever painted one of their parts for a perfect grade. Next up, we have letter B. These are basically more white armor parts. Over here we have the mouth plate for the destroy mode, mouth plate for the unicorn mode, head plate for the top, the two Bonager Link figures, sitting and standing. No wait, this is sitting and this is standing. Some more white armor, side of the head, and these are for the destroy mode. The beams, you know the beam saber? The little pink things that Gundams wield? This is where the beam sabers go. There's 2 for the arms and 2 for the backpack. The next plate we get is the C plate, which is again molded in white. These are more for the armor of the Unicorn Gundam. These parts go on the pelvis, the back of the pelvis that is. I don't know where these go. I don't know where the rest goes. I think parts of it go on the body and something like that. So yeah, really big runner, real big runner. Next up is D, which is again molded in white. These are actually armor for the legs. These go on the thighs. I don't know where these go. I don't know where these go. I don't know where these go. These might go on the arms, I think. I'm not quite sure. But there's the D runner for you. Next up is E, and shock of all shock, it's a duplicate runner. These are white armor for the arms and shoulders. This goes on the shoulder, while the rest goes on the arms. Next up is F, and again, it's a duplicate runner. And these are armor for the legs. The shins, mostly the shins. And these parts are actually pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. They're not small, they're big. Not gargantuan, but little big. Next up is G, and we have more white. These are parts for the legs and arms, I believe. These go on the these also go on the pelvis, the side of the pelvis that is. Not sure where this goes. This goes on the back of the shin. I don't know where these go. Where this goes. I don't know where this goes. These could be parts for the backpack, I believe. Little boosters on the backpack. I'm not quite sure where they go, but we'll have to find out. Oh, and the little G7 piece over here is a little on the loose side, and so is on the other one as well. Next up is H, and shock of all shock, we are dubbing into our first Psycho Frame runner. It's molded in red. Well, in the unboxing I said it was pink, but it's actually more of a pinkish red color. Translucent pinkish red, to be fair. These are just some Psycho Frame parts for the body. These go on the body, these go on the legs. I don't know, these probably go on the arms, I think. I don't know where these go, I don't know where these go. These go on the side, these go on the pelvis. These probably go on the body. I don't know about the rest, though. Next up is the letter I, and we have another Psycho Frame plate. These are parts for the legs, I believe, the thighs, that is. Don't know where these go. This probably goes on the backpack, I think. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where these go. Probably the body. I believe these go on the shoulders, I think, but I'm not quite sure where they go. Next up is J, and it's our first duplicate cycle frame runners. These, I believe, go on the arms. These probably go on the legs, I think. These go on the arms. I don't know where these go. I don't know where these go. This goes on the shoulder, I believe. I don't know about the rest, though. I believe this goes on the shoulder, too. I don't know where these go, though. This could probably go on the arms. These could go on the arms, too. This is probably for the side of the pelvis. But that is the J runner. Next up, we have the K plates. And these are actually our last cycle frame runners. These parts go on. I believe this part goes on. I don't know. Maybe the body or the stomach. I believe. Not sure where these goes though. I don't know where this probably goes on the bottom of the shin. I don't know where these parts go though. These little 4 parts. I don't know where these go either. These probably go on either the legs or shoulder. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where this goes. This could go on the shoulder. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where these go either. But those are the K plates. Okay, we have our first gray sprue. Our first light gray sprue, that is. This is the L1 plate. These are basically parts for the body. And I definitely know where they go. These 2 parts go for the stump, go for the body. These form the neck and spine, and this is the seat for the Binderlings pilot. Another light gray runner. This is L2, and it's a giant big hunk of plastic. This is for the base, that is, when you put your LED unit on the base, after you put it in, put this part on the X plate, which we will get into. That's the base, and that's it. Alright, now I know where these parts go. This is the M1 plate, and it's molded in a dark blue color. These are parts of the backpack and the feet. And we have the M2 plate. These are just parts for one of the feet. And that's pretty much it. Next up, we have the N plate. These are just some gray parts. These are parts for the body and arms, I believe. And maybe legs, not quite sure. That's part for the head, though. Not sure what that is supposed to be, though. Could be for the unicorn mode head plate. But that is the N runner. Another sprue in light gray. This is the O plate. And these are parts for the body, I believe. The pelvis, that is. This is the inner part of the pelvis. That's where the little armor things go. This is definitely for the either the front or back of the pelvis. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I think these are parts for the body as well. I don't know about the rest. I think these are all parts for the pelvis, for the lower body, I believe. Next up, we have the P plate, which is again molded in gray. Dark gray, that is. And I think these go on the arms. I'm not quite sure what that piece goes on, but I believe the rest are for the arms or something like that. Alright, now we have the Q plates, which are again inner frame. These parts definitely are probably parts for the thighs, I believe. I don't know where these go. Probably parts for the backpack. I don't know, not quite sure, but we'll see later on. And I have no idea where the rest goes. Probably the legs or something. I think all of these. I think these Q plate is for mostly parts of the legs, something like that. But those are the Q parts. Next up we have is the R plate. These are actually the hands for the perfect grade unicorn. And this is not a brand new sprue. These were actually recycled from 4 other perfect grade Gundam kits. They were recycled from the perfect grade Strike Gundam that came out in 2004. They were recycled from this Perfect Grade L-Strike Rouge that came out in 2005. It was reused in the Perfect Grade Gundam Astray Red Frame, except that was white and red instead of dark gray, which came out in 2009. And it was also used on the Bandai Premium exclusive Perfect Grade Gundam Astray Blue Frame, except that was white and blue. Oh, and in case you're wondering, no, I will not be covering the Perfect Grade Astray Blue Frame. I do want to get the Astray Red Frame, but not the Blue Frame, because, hey, I don't need it. No, seriously, I don't need it. Next, we have the S-Runner. These are definitely parts of the arms, I believe, and molded in gray. This part goes on the shoulder, I believe, while the rest of the parts go on the arms. Alright, now we're starting the right side of the box. We have the T1 plates, which are molded in gray, and these are definitely parts for the legs. I believe all of them go for the legs. And sadly, there is no T2 plate, so oh well. Now we have the U plates. I'm not quite sure where these parts go. I don't know where they really go. Maybe the legs or arms or body, something like that. I'm not quite sure. But my guess is it's probably the legs, and it's molded in dark gray as well. Now we have the V plate, which is again molded in dark gray, and I am not quite sure where these parts go. I'm guessing they go on the legs, or yeah, probably the legs. That's where it probably goes. And it just fell. But anyway, that is the V plate. Okay, now we have the W plates, and they are molded in a dark greenish color. Maybe dark bluish greenish color. And in case you haven't noticed, this is actually the ammo for the Perfect Grade Unicorn on one of the weapons, the Beam Magnum, that is. And for some reason, there are actually two of them. Don't ask me why, but there are actually two of them. I'm guessing one of them goes on the back of the sides of the Unicorn Gundam pelvis, just like on the Master Grade version. I wonder if they do. But anyway, those are the W plates. Oh crap. Now we're getting into the big one. This is the X plate, and if you can't tell, this is actually the base for the Perfect Grade Unicorn. And it's a really big, solid piece of gray plastic. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty big. Now we are dubbing into the Y plate, which is again molded in gray. These are just parts for the base. And to be fair, these are some big parts. I'm not gonna lie. They are not that small. They're big and long. Except for these two parts, they're not that big. But these are. These really are big. They're like, I don't know, the size of a house cat or something. Maybe a newborn kitten. But that is the Y plate. Now we have the Z plate, which is, of course, the beam sabers for the Perfect Grade Unicorn. And like I said, these are not this is not an original runner. This was a recycled runner from the year 2000, because on it says Bandai 2000 on it. So my guess is that it was probably recycled from a Perfect Grade Wing Gundam Zero Custom, but no, it can't be a Perfect Grade Wing Gundam Zero Custom. The beam sabers are green, not pink. The beam sabers for the Perfect Grade Wing Gundam Zero Custom are green, not pink. So my guess is this was probably from a Perfect Grade Zeta. And yes, I do not have a Perfect Grade Zeta, but I do have a Perfect Grade Wing Gundam Zero Custom. I do plan on getting a Perfect Grade Zeta in the future, though. Okay, now we have the WA plate, which is actually a multicolored plate. These are actually parts for the weapons, the shield, and the eyes. The black / dark gray is for the dark gray, the translucent red / pink, the clear, and the clear are for the shield, the shield that the unicorn uses, while the translucent green are for the head. usually the eyes and the forehead too. Next up, we have the WB plate. These are basically the white armor parts for the shield, and these are the last armor white parts that we get in the box. Okay, now we have the WC plate, which is also molded in gray, and these are actually parts for the Hyper Bazooka. These are some big parts, I'm not gonna lie. These are all for the Hyper Bazooka, I believe. All of them are for the Hyper Bazooka. Next, we get the WD plates. I believe these are, again, they're molded in gray, and these are actually parts for the Beam Gatling gun. There are 2 of them. They're all for the Beam Gatling gun. Next, we get the PLM0 plates. They're like polycaps, but they're not made out of rubber. They're made of ABS, I believe. Actually, I don't know what they're made of. It doesn't say what they're made of. But they're not like polycaps. They're made out of plastic, not ABS. Actually, I don't know what these are made out of. And the last sprues we get in the box are, of course, the PC0 sprues, which are molded in gray. And they're definitely made out of ABS. These are the polycaps. Yes, like Kotobukiya high-end Master Model Zoids kits, Bandai perfect grade kits do have polycaps. And that's all the runners of the perfect grade unicorn. So, tune into part 3 where I take a look at the instructions and the decal sheets. Until then, this is Stephen Dulce saying, catch you next time.